In this lesson, we'll learn about how to use the AIM-9L and M versions of the venerable Sidewinder short-range infrared guided air-to-air missile. Using a cooled infrared seeker, the Sidewinder locks onto the hot elements of a target, most often the engines. Best used in close-range dogfights, the Sidewinder is a fire and forget after launch. However, the Sidewinder can be decoyed by flares and is less effective against ground clutter. Today we're looking at the L and M versions. The AIM-9L, or Lima, entered production in 1977 and was the first all-aspect homing Sidewinder, meaning it could get a lock on a target at any aspect angle. However, a rear aspect provides much better detection. The Mike, or AIM-9M, is an improved version of the Lima with better flare rejection and a reduced smoke motor. In a later lesson, we'll take a look at the AIM-9X and the joint helmet-mounted cueing system. The Sidewinder can be used on both bore sight mode and slaved to a radar-locked target. I currently have the lesson paused as we discuss some of its features. To select a Sidewinder, press down on the weapon select switch or press left shift and S. Do this now. When selected with no target locked on radar, the Sidewinder will be in bore sight mode. This is indicated by the single reticle on the HUD that indicates the secret line of sight. Below on the HUD, you will notice the name of the weapon, 9M in this case, and the number of missiles remaining to the right. To employ a Sidewinder in this mode, fly to place the reticle over a target and wait for the seeker tone to change to a higher pitch. This indicates the seeker sees and is tracking the target. You could then launch the missile by pulling the trigger or pressing the spacebar. To allow the seeker to self-track the target, press the cage-uncage button on your throttle or press C when you hear the lock tone. Once self-tracking, the seeker will automatically follow the target within its seeker field of regard. Before trying this though, let's first take a
Stream
closer
Elements
look
said,
at the AIM-9
a
format
dog door
page
is
on
now
the left
live.
DDI.
Streaming
Press
DCS
spacebar
World
to continue.
F-A-18C Prac
As
with the
AA
56
gun,
on.
you have the remaining gun rounds and master arm indications. Along the wing form are indications for AIM-9 loading. 9L indicates stations with AIM-9L, and 9M indicates stations with AIM-9M. The selected station includes an SEL for selected below it. To cycle through AIM-9 stations, press the AIM-9 select switch on the weapon select switch, or press left shift S. This allows you to switch between AIM-9L and AIM-9M versions. When you are ready, press spacebar and I will unpause the lesson. You now have two MiG-29 drone targets ahead of you. Fly to place the reticle over one of them until you hear a higher pitch lock tone. You can either launch an AIM-9 now by pressing the trigger on the stick or spacebar on the keyboard, or initiate a self-track by pressing the cage-uncage button on the throttle or pressing C. Once self-tracking, launch an AIM-9. It may take more than one to bring down the MiG. Splash 1. Keep an eye on the second MiG-29 and follow it. We will use a radar-slaved track for that one. Follow the second drone. To lock up the second drone on radar, press up on the sensor select switch or press right alt and semicolon. This will place the radar in air combat maneuvering or ACM mode.
Altitude. Altitude. Fuel low. Fuel low.
The hell is he?
Altitude. Altitude. Roll right, roll right. Roll right, roll right. Roll left, roll left.
Doosh.
We will learn to taxi to an aircraft carrier catapult and take off in this lesson. In a previous lesson, we learned how to start up the F-18. When starting on a carrier, the only significant difference will be that you will set the INS switch to CV, or aircraft carrier, instead of ground during the inertial navigation system alignment. So we will just focus on the taxi and takeoff from a carrier in this lesson. Looking out of the cockpit, to the right is the bow of the aircraft carrier, and catapults 1 to the right and catapult 2 to the left are located here. Looking ahead and a bit to our left are the waist catapults of numbers 3 and 4. In this lesson, we will taxi to, get hooked up to, and take off from catapult 2. As you may have noticed, catapult 1 is currently blocked by parked aircraft. Before taxiing forward, we will need to set our trim based on our total aircraft weight. You can find this on the checklist page from the support menu. It's located in the A/C WT aircraft weight line. As you can see, our bird weighs just 46,600 and change. If below 44,000 pounds, set 16 degrees of stab trim. If between 44 and 49,000 pounds, set trim to 17 degrees, and if over 49,000 pounds, set trim to 19 degrees, and afterburners are required for takeoff. So go on to the FCS page of the support menu and use the trim hat to increase stab trim to 17. When set, press spacebar to continue.
"17 stab, baby. Stabby, stabby."
Running from the bottom on the checklist page. Arm the ejection seat. Check that nose wheel steering is on.
Hey, Oracle.
No warning
Aero
lights. Hook is
Spectin'
up.
Blackbird Cool
Flaps are
said,
set to half.
hello there.
Trim set to the
Fucking
total
hell, that was
aircraft
loud.
weight. Wings match wing fold handle. Oxygen on. Brakes off. Launch bar up. Anti-skid off. Master arm off. From the MPCD, select WTPT and cycle to waypoint 1. Countermeasures off. Radar altimeter to 40 feet. Canopy closed. Master external light switch.
How you doing,
left.
Oracle?
When all set, press spacebar to continue.
Canopy closed, master external, blah 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 blah. Trim set to half. Countermeasures off. Canopy closed. Yep, ready.
Directly to our right is a large yellow rectangle painted on the deck.
Boosh.
This is the Jet Blast Deflector, or JBD, for Catapult
JBD.
2.
Good old
This will
JBD.
redirect our engine exhaust
Jupiter.
once we power up for takeoff. Normally, you will spread your wings when positioned behind the JBD, but before you taxi over it to the Catapult shuttle. Because we are already nearly behind the JBD for Catapult 2, spread the wings using the wing fold handle by your right knee, or press right
How
shift
you get
and right
hands to
control
work?
O 5 seconds after the wings are fully spread.
I'm regretting giving
stow
you a
the
pirate
handle
voice.
with the O key.
Just,
When
let
they
down a
are
little.
down and the wing fold handle matches the wing position, press spacebar.
I can show you. How do I get hands to work? You go to... There's a few ways. If you're using virtual desktop, you'll need to set up hand tracking in the... like if you want actual physical hand tracking.
Be back, I need to go swap the deck and look after the cabin boy. Arg!
Arg. Volume setting.
I never left him just playing with the pirate voice.
Pretty great. So what was I doing? When you're down and the wing fold handles match the wing position, press spacebar. Alright, oh, that's right. So I want to lower the wings, so I'm going to turn my head around. Push to release, push to lock. Oh, there they go. That's so fucking cool. Pull. Oh, stow it. Stowed. Alright.
Before taxiing forward, hold down the nose wheel steering button. and press X.
That'll do it.
This will keep the nose wheel
Had a
steering
nice
in high
ribeye
gain
gnaw
and
in
allow us to
fighting
make tighter
sudden
turns
need
on
a
a
nap
crowded deck.
syndrome.
This is indicated as NWS high on the HUD. If you have the wings folded, you do not need to hold down the nose wheel steering button to enable
What?
NWS high. Slowly increase the throttle while inputting full right rudder. Make sure you are in nose wheel steering high to make the very sharp turn to catapult 2 to your right. As you taxi over the JBD, align the nose of the aircraft straight down the catapult track. Once aligned directly down the catapult track, slowly and carefully roll forward until the nose wheel is just behind the catapult shuttle. The catapult shuttle is attached to the catapult and is used to launch you down the catapult track. To get the nose just behind the shuttle, you can either use the F2 external view or align the catapult shuttle off catapult 1 to be directly off to your right. Press spacebar when aligned on the catapult and the nose wheel is just behind the catapult 2 shuttle. The launch bar on the nose wheel landing gear strut will connect the aircraft to the catapult shuttle. Lower the launch bar by left-clicking on the switch by your left knee labeled launch bar. With the launch bar down, press U to better align the aircraft on the catapult track and shuttle and attach the holdback. This will also raise the JBD behind you. You can use external F2 view to confirm that the launch bar is attached. Once attached, move the launch bar switch to the raised position. Press spacebar once the launch bar is connected to the catapult shuttle.
I have been debating on learning the Hornet, but my heart wants to get the Tomcat.
Aye, me hearties. Well, you should follow your heart, I say. What the hell's this guy behind me doing? What are you doing? And to steal my thunder. So I need to extend the duva. Move the launch bar switch to the raised position. That did not work. Launch bar down, press U. Alright. Launch bar down. F2. U. Ooh. It worked.
You're now ready for the cat shot. Increase throttles to military power. Wipe the controls by inputting full pitch and roll on the stick and full rudder deflections on the rudder. When ready, go to full power and initiate the catapult stroke.
When ready, do the increase from the military power, alright, 80%. And go full power. Boosh. Let's do this. Whee!
Airborne. Roll to the right and quickly raise your landing gear and flaps and accelerate to 300 knots. When taking off from cats 1 and 2, you will perform a starboard clearing turn, and when launching from the waist cats, you'll perform a port clearing turn. Once you've turned 20 degrees from the carrier bearing, turn back to parallel the carrier's bearing and keep your altitude below 500 feet until 7 miles from the carrier. This is to keep you out of the way of returning traffic. Press escape to conclude this lesson.
That's cool. So have you flown at all? Or are you just new to DCS? Very cool. Ah, sweet. You can probably teach me a thing or two.
Fly all the time.
God.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Tip the wing. Everything's fine. Yeah, I getcha. Oh, I didn't want to hit that button. I want to hit that button. Yeah, I think there's a few chopper pilots. 6th. So you'll be in good company. Well, I feel like carrier takeoff is pretty easy. Is good. I bought myself a sippy cup. Perfect for VR. With a bit of rum and coke.
Today we will perform a Case 1, Case 2 carrier landing.
Actually, I can't listen to him tell me how to do that again. Let's cancel that. Let's see if we can do some missions. Combat maneuvering. Don't want to do sparrows because I don't know how to use them. 2002 IR guided air-to-air missiles are off your co-altitude. Mm-hmm.
Test. Test.
Yo,
Well, hello. Who dis?
what you up to? This is Blue Ink.
Hey, Dumbly.
Same old, same old. I was hoping to get on the war and finish it up tonight, but I guess Arctic, swept up the rest of the enemies.
Yeah, I dropped in there and it was like just blue, blue, blue.
Yeah. Yeah, I was using it as a test thing initially, and I'm trying to learn how to do the carrier takeoffs and the F-18, the proper, sequencing and everything.
Yeah.
And I was in there and I was just about to get rolling, and then the server reset and turned into the training map. I was like, son of a bitch. It took so long to do the startup.
Yep, and then no cigar.
Yeah, but I am, are you gonna hop in on the training server, or what you doing tonight?
Yeah, well, there was a plan, to do. Let me just shoot. Sorry, I'm streaming right now. I've got some practice missions trying to work out how the hell to shoot things.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, well, I'm keen to learn some stuff. So, what is the training server?
It's just you hop in a unit and then you fly around, and usually they have ground units up, and then target practice areas for bombing ranges, and then in the F10 menu you can spawn other aircrafts, and then usually is also refueling aircraft that you practice refueling on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down for a bit of that.
Hell yeah. What aircraft are you trying to learn right now, or do you have any?
Well, FA-18 is what I'm trying to learn.
Oh, you and me both, brother.
Oh, really?
You and me both.
I've got zero jet experience, so I don't know how to use any of the MFDs or I can fly the Spitfire pretty well, and the Mosquito I've almost got down. But yeah, jets are a beast I do not pretend to understand.
Yeah. The F-18 I would say is a nice intermediate jet as far as how complicated the controls are.
Gotcha.
The F-16, in my opinion, and most people's opinion, is just the easiest to learn on because everything's pretty freaking automated for you. I also like the layout of the F-16 a little bit better, but I've also been flying it forever. The F-18, I know how to do a little bit on it, but it is very button pushy.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I've also heard that it's like it can do everything.
Yeah, well,
Took it all
man,
around.
the F-16 could do everything. If we're talking about normal air to ground, I would say the F-16 reigns more favorable as far as air to ground weapons employment, just because you can carry more guided munitions
Okay.
than the 18. However, the 18, as far as versatility, because the F-16 can do just about everything. The only thing it really can't do is naval ship strikes, essentially.
Okay.
You could shoot them, and there's a couple things you can do, but like the F-18 has the TALDs, which are like glide bombs, but they just deploy a radar signature, so it acts as decoys to help you glide, like, you know, send in your actual harpoon or missile to the ship.
That kind of pins it.
Yeah, and it makes it a little bit more likely to get your missile actually to target
Oh, that's cool.
versus whenever, like, dude, I've tried so many weapons employment against like naval ships, and they are unrelenting on shooting down any munitions you deploy to them. So anything helps, and the F-18 is very well capable.
Yeah, gotcha. I didn't realize you said, should we join the training server? And I'm like, there's a different training server, but no, he switched it to the training server. So where should I?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know shit. So I like if you want to, what are you down for?
Well, I'll hop in real quick. I'm about to go get food, and I'll be back here in about 20 minutes.
Yep. Well, maybe I'll try taking off from the carrier while you.
Yeah, you do that,
Where the hell is
and I'll come back and we'll fuck around. Don't forget to turn your freaking oxygen on. If you do successfully, do you have the super carrier?
I do. I don't think I've actually been on it yet.
Oh, dude, it's sick. So, you'll need a pilot salute button. Actually, you know what I can do for you? Copy and message. All right. There. If you click on that link, that'll take you to the F-18 instruction manual, or F-18 manual. And
I do. Check this out on the stream. I can do you one better. I've got the manual in my kneeboard. What page? Although it's 359 freaking pages.
Let's see. You are going to be looking for. Here we go. It's page 72. So obviously you need all the access controls you can get your hands on. Like, you know, pitch, the standard stuff. You need those mapped. And then I would highly recommend page 72 is going to show you your control stick, and then 75? Yeah. Page 72 is your control stick. It tells you what all the buttons do. All the way down to 75, that tells you about your throttle and what all your throttle does. You're going to need all of those buttons mapped. Or the majority of them, like, for example, like the communications button.
Fortunate enough that Scud gave me, I kind of mirrored his because he's got the Warthog as well. So I've got a bunch of this, but I don't have the sensor control switch. I think I've got that. Dispense switch. I just manually do that. Comms. Forward, after,
you don't need that switch that bad. Because we run comms off of SRS, so we probably won't be using that very much.
Yeah, cool. But what's the one to talk to the carrier. The salute. What was that?
Oh yeah, the salute button. Just go to adjust controls and type in salute, or type in pilot.
I'll jump in. Let me stop you from eating. I'll jump in the carrier. Airfield, Saipan International. Which one's the carrier?
It's not a dynamic spawn. It is a what's the other one called? It's just a standard spawn, I guess.
And there's so many. Country, start location, ground. Oh yeah, Harry S. Trim, and that looks like it might be it. Is that right? No.
I have no. Okay.
75. I don't know what. Oh, maybe I just look at the map and click on it. That might be easier.
If you can find it, do you just see where it says dynamic spawn at the top of your screen?
Mm-hmm.
There's another tab to the left of that.
Spawn slots. Yep.
Yeah, look up spawn slots, and then there's a drop-down menu for aircraft type. And you drop down, click F-18.
F-18. Oh, that makes it so much easier. So location, CVN 75, is that it?
Yep. We'll select one of those, and it'll put you in.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
Waiting salute.
Alright, first just do your normal startup sequence. And then whenever you're ready to start rolling, then do your salute stuff. I don't know if that's the proper way yet, but that's what I've been doing just to make it easy.
And if I type in salute, it'll probably come up as an option.
Yeah.
Pilot select, there she blows. So I'm going to use the button. So to alpha control, salute, and that can be that one.
Oh, damn. PUBG had a 24... No, not PUBG. DayZ had a 24 gigabyte update.
That's quite the update.
Yeah, I wonder what they... A weapon? No, weapon backpacks. Oh, it's just kind of like a rework of a couple things.
Shit, I can't remember the startup sequence. I should have spawned hot. Although you probably can't. Oh, I think I... Let's go battery...
There's a Trickers video. It's a little 60-second startup sequence.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. Sent you a little YouTube reel.
Then I go APU left on. No, APU on.
Mm-hmm.
Then engine right. Don't let me stop you eating.
Yeah, alright, so I sent you at the start of the video. If you need any help, refer to that. And don't forget to turn your oxygen on. That's about... Oh, yeah, and then you're going to have to deploy... forgot what that button was. There's a little lever you have to click whenever you get to... You'll get to a position where you're about to launch. And alright, you get into the catapult area, and there's a... Huh?
Sorry, no, go ahead.
There's like a little switch that flips down a little lever. I don't know what it's called, but you don't need it mapped, but you need to know where the switch is in the cockpit. And that'll actually allow you to hook onto the catapult, but that will stop you from taking off.
Yeah, it's U. I did the tutorial. I'm not sure where the hell the button is though. I'd much prefer to use the button. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's at the bottom left next to. Yeah, that's like where the fuck. I don't know the plane well enough.
I wouldn't
But yeah, it's like at the bottom left where the left control panel turns into like the MFDs and stuff. Like right there in that crevice. I don't know what it's called, but
Control panel.
yeah, like right. Fuck. There's like, do you know where anti-skid is in the
I do.
F-16?
Yeah. And no, anti-skid. I know where anti-skid is in the F-18. Looking at it.
Flight controls.
Is it on the left side?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Now click your U button and see if it does anything. Switches one of those switches.
No.
Did it do anything for you?
You might need the hook down before it'll. This is like you drop.
No, you do not put the hook down.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's launch bar. I think you need to have down before it'll engage. I don't know. It's a mystery. Alright, so that is left right engine on. Left engine. It's come on 30 RPM.
Roll left. Flight controls.
Oh,
Flight
shit.
controls.
Okay.
Right engine 30 RPM. I'm going to close the canopy.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if it's got a name for it.
If
Everyone else is just saying click U. So if you go to your controls, figure out what it. I don't know.
No, it's actually easy. Actually, Go to
Whatever.
adjust controls and then close the search thing and then hit the U button and it'll take me to it. Catapult hookup is what it's called. So I can buy.
Okay. F-18 catapult hook up. Which. Let's see where it is. Yeah, alright. See where your emergency brake is?
I have an emergency brake.
Yeah, so on the left side where your jettison switch is.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
To the
pull.
Yeah, so two levers to the left of the jettison switch. On that little panel where the jettison switch is, where they have the two little silver levers or switches.
So
There's one right above the landing and taxi light. That one, I believe, is your hookup. It's directly, the landing taxi light is directly to the left of the parking brake.
Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. I'm looking at the select jet, big red jet button, but presumably you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's the one.
Well, not
Right below it, there's the anti-skid, or the parking brake, and then there's the anti-skid, and then to the left of the landing.
Light. Yep, see it.
Yeah, just above that is the launch bar.
Tracked.
Yeah, you need to extend the launch bar whenever you get aligned to the catapult.
Mhm.
That is what you need to hook up, and then from there, it's all just saluting.
Sweet.
Yeah. Alright.
Sweet.
I am going to go grab food. I'll be back in 20 minutes, and we'll do some freaking flying. I'm going to practice my carrier launches, too.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Alright, I'll be back.
See you in a bit. There's that. There's that. I feel like I'm probably missing something very important. But screw it. I'm gonna salute and see what happens. Love it.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
I should probably turn the brake off. Why is my heads-up display not showing?
Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls.
This is fucking awesome.
Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Oh shit, there goes the channel. Hawk CFO just raided with 7 odd ones.
Thanks, Hawk.
Said, Hawk CFO just rated the channel
Woohoo.
with 7 views. Hog channel.
Hello, hello. Thanks for the raid. Much appreciated. This is kind of a first for me, so I do not know what I'm doing. I'm going to assume that his hand down means he wants me to drop my launch bar. Oh, it did. Freaking cool. Does that mean he wants me to go? Is that what he's saying?
Flight controls. Flight controls.
It is. How are you, Jimmy?
Jimmy said, is that the trading server?
You sound a lot like Obama. Wee! Jesus! I don't think I set my trim. That could have been nasty.
All CFO said, flaps off.
Oh, thank you.
Jimmy said, working on the trading server, LOL.
All CFO said,
Trim
trim to 15.
to 15. Yep, trim to 15. I should have done that.
Jimmy said, oh yeah, that was not what right looks like.
I'm rarely what right looks like, that's for damn sure.
Good.
You really do.
CFO said, you're good man.
I feel like
Said, I'm something of a mission builder.
All CFO said, trim depends on your A C rate.
yeah, wasn't it?
You can find it on your checklist page on DDI.
Checklist page DDI. Let's have a wee look. I don't know how to turn this on. I've somehow turned this off. Maybe it's this one. Yeah.
All CFO said, aircraft.
Dude, I checked every voice I had, and I have 300 until I found the one for you.
Jimmy said, you got it.
You got it. HMD is the wheel on the right.
HMD is the wheel on the right.
God, this game is beautiful. Alright. So let me play with these settings. So altitude, Alt, heading select,
My
hold.
name is Prac. I'm here to build missions for people to enjoy. I do fly the Hornet and the Viper very well.
Paul _me Bruce Black said, hello my friend.
Hey, buddy. Oh, hey, Bruce. You know, I have a Scottish Terrier whose name is Bruce, and he's black.
I'm just typing to hear my voice.
There's some, I can evidence that. Hang on a second. Who's the Brucey Bruce? Who's the Brucey? Oh.
Paul _me Bruce Black said, LMFA.
So Bruce is asleep. He's like a bigger version of this, but I couldn't wake him. Very sweet. I'll let you down. Oh. The geriatric Scottish Terriers. It's all about the triangles.
Jimmy said, we have dogs with similar haircuts.
Alright.
Call _me Bruce Black said, it's the mascot.
It is the mascot. Well, technically, the mascot for the 56th
Server are you in?
Warbox, baby. Warbox. And in fact, if anyone's interested, this is the 56 operations group. The missions, well, the server is hosted by Jimmy Chase with the lovely Chicago accent there, dulcet tones, just waiting to drop in.
Altitude.
And yeah, if you go to the About on my Twitch page, you'll see there's a link to the Discord, and you'll get all the details, passwords, etc., etc. So this is a training server we're on currently. Where's the boat? Where's the boat? Where's the boat? Is that the boat? That's the boat.
Jimmy said, training range.
Training range. There you go. There you go, there you go. So is that the front or the back of the boat? Can't even tell. I feel like the short bit's the back of the boat, isn't it?
Hit T and C on the UFC. Press 75X, then enter. Then box TCN under HSI. The carrier will then show us the fidget spinner under HSI.
Then box. Oh, you're in. Oh, what? So if you just search for Warbox, and the password's Jimmy, so just put Warbox in as the search string for the server. Then you can box TCN on your HSI. TCN boosh. Why won't you box? Did I not do it?
Then you can always left to the boat.
Said, yeah, I'm looking in the Discord, but no John.
Crutch screen. Are you encouraging people to look where they shouldn't? It's a beautiful jet, huh? I got a blue one.
Altitude.
Alright, why can't I box the TCN? I reckon I screwed up the entering of the TCN. The display in front of your stick. Oh, that's right, down here. That one? HSI. Right. And then, is it here? No. Did that do it? Center lower display. Sweet. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. TCN on. That do it? Press and hold it. It will say on. No, it says on.
It's the display in front of your stick. That's the HSI.
It's on. Now box TCN on the HSI. As in on the left screen? Or on the... Or I guess it doesn't matter here. Hey, it worked! Fidget spinner is the boat. Am I right?
Altitude. Altitude.
Good eye.
Paul_me_Bruce Black said, yup, enjoying it.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. There's a bit of a delay on all of my things.
Altitude. Altitude.
Hey, Guangmu. Welcome, welcome. That looks so freaking cool. I'll pull much harder than I'd planned to. Let's get the gear down. Laps full. Dirtier up. And swing around. For a long downwind. So was it 800, 600, 450, is that correct? 800 downwind? Or 900 downwind? Or 900 crosswind, 600 downwind? Go on. $600 downwind, roger.
Fidget spinner is the boat.
Okay. Let me work. Gotta pull the scores and announce the winner. Turn on your ILS also.
So I should be at 600 already.
800 to the break, 600 downwind.
500. 600, so I need to go lower, lower, lower.
Channel 5 for ILS. Then box ILS also on the HSI.
I think the fancy voice I gave you comes with a very long lag. We might have to lose Obama, I'm afraid, for the sake of everyone's sanity. Alright, so I should be on, what is this, base? I should be on 500 now, is that right? $450 for final. No, I'm way too low. Eh.
Absolutely not. Speed, slow. Should be trimmed for speed at about 160-ish, depending on the weight.
Copy. Let's catch. Woo! Did it. Did it again.
Now go look at your paddles card.
Got a grade 6. How do I look at my pedals card?
Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls.
In our Discord.
Oh, right. What's this guy want me to
On
do?
your paddles.
Is he telling me to put my wings up? I feel like he might be. We'll just Parker and I will go over Sticky Beak. Look out, buddy.
Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight
The
controls.
turn's not working
Flight
anymore.
controls.
Where do I lock him?
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Yeah, I can't turn. You know, look at your pedals. And just oh, that's cool.
Press NSW.
What's safe for work? Where is NSW? I'm pressing it, nothing's happening. I think I need to lock them in the fold position, maybe? Or maybe not. Push to lock. Wing fold, pull, stow. Yeah, those should work. It's
Look
not.
back at your HUD.
Okay. Press NSW.
You're in NWSHI. Roll forward and slowly apply rudder.
Look out, mate. I'm gonna mow you down.
Flight controls. 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 Flight controls.
I'm going to do a 3-point turn here.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
What does he want? Is that what he wants?
Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Or was he just
Flight
telling me to put my
controls.
handbrake on?
Flight controls. Flight controls.
If anyone in chat knows what I should do, don't be a
Flight
stranger.
controls. Flight controls.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls. Flight controls.
No, I need a fresh airplane. I think. I will be right back.
Oi. It's 069 Dog Door on the mic today, but this ain't about me. Got something to convey. Chaos took command, flipped the whole scene. 56 operations group living the dream. Established via fate, forging to our elite crew. Strike squadron, circle where legends break through. Flying FA-18 Hornets, top of the line. In the 56 OG, our skills align. F-16 Vipers and Warthog soar. R-64 Apaches, all that and more. A bloodhound mascot leads the pack. Nose to the wind, never looking back. Jets roaring loud, tearing up the night. Heroes in the cockpit, ready to fight. Yeah, that's how we do. With a 56 OG, breaking on through. Jets of DCS, we're the mean machine. 56 operations, living the dream. Chaos sparked Warbox a few years back. Now we're a global crew on the attack. From Caucasus peaks to Persian Gulf tides, we train round the clock, our passion never hides. Lusky's our road, a race can't be beat. Spinning up the Apache land so neat. Arctic rules the A-10, bringing the thunder. Ground pounding expert, making foes wonder. Chaos flies the Viper, sleek and fast. Skies his playground, never comes last. Scud and glue, the real deal instructors. Top-notch pilots, our skilled conductors. Hear the sound ring true. We're the 56 OG and we're just passing through. Jets of DCS, we're a tight-knit team. 56 operations, living the dream. F-18 Hornet strike elite. Every pilot here is sharp, complete. Our bloodhound mascot with senses keen guides us through the clouds, a loyal scene. Eyes locked on target, spirits bright, navigating skies both day and night. F-18 Hornets blaze trails afar. F-16 Vipers shine like a star. 64D Apaches hover low. A-10C Warthogs deliver the blow. Our fleet's a force, a fearsome sight. In digital warfare we own the fight. Pew, pew. Yeah, we're coming through. 56 OG with the skies in view. Jets of DCS, we're the real deal. 56 operations, got nerves of steel. Skies are our stomping ground, ready to roll. Strike hard, strike fast, that's our goal. Bloodhound spirit keeps us tight. Symbol of tenacity and might. Ears perked up by sharp as blades, leading us forward through any shades. Pew pew, feel the thunder brew. We're the 56 OG, nothing we can't do. Jets of DCS, we're the supreme. 56 operations, living the dream. Bound by legacy, we stand as one. In the virtual skies, our journey's begun. 56 OG, spirit forever renowned. By the bloodhounds drive, victory crowned. With noses to the wind and hearts on fire, we soar together, rise up higher. Global squadron, united we stand. 56 OG, the best in the land.
And still there, thanks for waiting. I'm gonna get me a fresh aircraft.
You can dynamic spawn too.
That's good to know. As in spawn hot. I should probably learn to turn all the shit on though. What am I doing? The stats are pretty amazing.
You can also bring up the arming menu and loose the bombs.
Well, that is a good idea.
Request rearming. Copy. Rearming complete.
That's fancy.
Request rearming. Copy.
There's a black one. That'll do.
Rearming complete.
based on its current weight. So, in our case, the weight is 46,980 pounds. Now, the guideline for the trim setting for a Hornet is anything under 45,000 pounds is a trim setting of 16 degrees. Anything from 45,000 pounds up into just under 49. Hey everyone, it's Mark here. I just wanted to go back and do an addendum to a video that I did last week. The video was the Case 1 carrier landing practice. Now that was a pretty relaxed video, but we did touch on some learning topics, one of which being the takeoff trim setting. Now, at the time, I knew that if I hit the takeoff trim button, it would trim the aircraft and we could take off just fine. But the truth is I didn't really fully understand the process, and that was bothering me. So I went back.
I'm just trying to find a tutorial so I can work out the correct way to load the goods. So,
Nice.
Hey everyone, today I wanted to give a quick no-nonsense tutorial for DCS World's A-18. Just going over the basics to get the plane started, turn the radar on, start locking some targets up, and then employing some air-to-air weapons. There are a ton of systems, even in this early state, that you can go through and learn, but overall, the actual basics of the plane are quite simple because a lot of things are automated. That being said, some people can go and look at all this stuff here in the cockpit and be a little bit intimidated by the controls that really you don't need to ever bother with to actually have fun with the plane. So to start out, let's go over some controls that I believe you should absolutely map to a joystick if you can. First is obviously going to be all of the different axes you need. So we go over here. Need pitch for the pitch of the plane, roll, obviously rudder. If you have pedals, this is great. If not, hopefully your joystick has a twist function that works just as well. And if
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. Today we're in the A-18C and we're looking at cold start on a carrier. This is not the official procedure, this is a stripped down combat procedure just to get you up. So first of all, we're going to turn our body off, right shift and P, and turn our stick off there. Check our parking brake is on, this is pulled out and it's vertical, and it is. Next, battery on, right mouse click, double check left generator and right generator already on, and they are. Next I'm going to put my canopy down, left control and Charlie. Next I'm going to turn my APU on. He's this chap here.
damn, this guy's fast. Left and right on. AP, what did he say? AP. APU on. Right. Then 30%. Air on.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
30%.
And we're going to leave that turn on and wait until the ready green light is on. It's now on. We can now engine crank right, so right click on engine crank. When this chap here gets up to 25%, we can right shift and home to uncage the right throttle. Now at 25%, right shift and home. We've now got the right throttle in idle. Next we wait until the speed of the engine here is up to 60% RPM. When it is, we are going to do a full right revolution of the bleed air here, which is absolutely essential, and we are not quite there yet. Okay, so right click, right click, right click, right click. Right click, right click, right click. Next we're going to turn.
What the hell is he clicking on?
Right click, right click, right click. Speed of the engine here is up to 60% RPM. When it is, we are going to do a full right revolution of the bleed air. Here, which is absolutely essential, and we are not quite there yet. Okay, so right click, right click, right click, right click. Next, we're going to turn our HUD on. Our left DDI on, right click, right DDI, right click, and our A and PCD like that. Leave them to warm up. Next we can crank the left engine, so left click. We're going to wait for this here to get to 25% here. and then we are going to right alt and home to uncase the left throttle to idle. We'll do that now, and once it gets to 60%, we're going to turn the right INS knob here to CD alignment because we're on a carrier. Just going to wait for that to go. Okay, so CD alignment. Go. Okay, because we're on 60%, we're going to turn the right INS knob here to CD alignment because we're on a carrier. Just going to wait for that to go. Okay. So CD alignment, we're going to monitor that alignment on the HSI page, so out of there. There, and we can monitor the alignment there as we go through the procedure. Next, our radar, we can turn to operational. Next. Check our O-box is on, so O-box on, and check this guy is, the flow is on.
Yep.
Next, we're going to get our FCS page, which is there. We've got some crosses that we need to alleviate, so we're going to reset, push and hold the FCS reset button. Check the crosses have gone, and they have. Next, flaps are going to go up to auto. They're going to go back down to half before we take off, but we'll cover that in the takeoff. Video. Takeoff trim we're going to set, so we're going to push and hold left click that guy there. Next, we're going to check on our FCS screen. Check that we are set for takeoff. Now the pitch trim is currently at 12. This will change to between 16 and 18 depending on our weight before takeoff, but we will cover that on the takeoff video. Next, anti-skid. Ensure it's turned off on a carrier, and it is already turned off. Before we release our parking brake, we're going to check that our INS alignment is complete. We can see that is okay, so it's complete. We're going to...
Whoa. How do I do the INS? I think I missed the step.
Now turn our INS knob here to nav. We're going...
right butt cheek. Quarter to IFA.
Right butt cheek.
In flight alignment.
I see it. Have to Alt-Tab to it. I'm at 412. Where is in-flight alignment?
Now at 25%, right shuttle, right revolution of the bleed air here, which is absolutely essential. Right click, right click, right click, right click. Next, we're going to turn our HUD on. Our left DDI on. Right click, right DDI, right click, and our ANPCD like that. Leave them to warm up. Next, we can crank the left engine, so 5% air, and then we are going to do 5% air, and then home to uncase the left throttle to idle, and do that next descent. We're going to turn the right INS knob here to CD alignment because we're on a carrier. Just going to wait for that to go. Okay, so CD alignment. We're going to monitor that alignment on the HSI page, so out of there, and we can monitor the alignment there as we go through the procedure. Next, our radar, we can turn it off. Up ADI, so we're going to scroll it or right click, that's home page now. We're going to release our parking brake. We're going to check currently at 12 in the set, so we're going to push and hold left. This will change to between 60 on the take. Release our parking brake. We're going to check that our INS alignment is complete, and we can see that is okay, so it's complete. We're going to turn our INS knob here to nav. We're going to disengage our parking brakes, it's a left click there. We're going to uncage our backup ADI, so we're going to scroll it or right click, that's home page now. Going to look at the attitude source for the HUD. INS auto or standby. I want to check if it's an auto, and that is. Parking brakes, it's a left click, so we're going to scroll it or right click. INS auto or standby. I want to check if it's an auto, and that is currently in the middle position, which is auto. Down here, ejection seat arm. Then onto some tactical stuff. So dispenser, we're going to turn on. or we could go to bypass. The ECM, although it's not actually working yet, we should get into the practice of turning that to standby so it's ready, warmed up, and ready for use later on. The ECM, although it's not actually working yet, we should then onto some tactical stuff. So dispenser, we're going to turn on. Or we could go to bypass. The ECM, although it's not actually working yet, we should get into the practice of turning that to standby so it's ready, warmed up and ready for use later on. Our RWR, we're going to power. On there. Note we do have a warning there saying that the wings are folded, which they are, but we will not unfold them until we are hooked up and ready to take off. We'll cover that in the takeoff video. Chances are we will have wheel trucks on, so we need to contact the ground crew through the communications menu. Going to go to parent menu, ground crew, wheel trucks, remove.
Chucks.
That's us ready to taxi and take off. We will cover taxi, trimming, hook up and take off in the takeoff video. Hope that was useful and see you later.
Where's the takeoff video? Takeoff tutorial. There's oh, I can't find it. Messed it up.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Yo, 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 yo.
Hello.
Copy.
I'm working on the range, but I saw you starting, so I figured I could help you with that if you are interested.
I'm always interested.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You are not bad. Busy, thanks to everybody who wanted to win a war. I got home and I looked at my Discord and Blue sent me a message. He's like, "Hey, dude, the war's over." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, no, it wasn't." He's like, "Yeah, for like 2 days straight." I was like, "Get out of here."
Rearming complete.
No, I tore apart the training range. Like if you like the spawning is all just a mess.
Not really.
And
Yeah.
oh, dude, it's I had a lot of aspirations of doing like a lot to it, but you know, I thought I had time to work on it. But you know, I have now learned my lesson.
Well, you could just restart the mission. Cold.
No, that's silly. So let's run you through startup real quick, and then I'll get back to work. You want to grab a brand new jet, brand new, like brand new?
I just did.
Okay, sweet. So on your right knee, you're going to turn on your APU, or sorry, turn on your battery. And then once you have it done, just give me like a check or something, because your stream is delayed a bit.
Check.
Alright, now you're going to go to your left console, and you're going to turn on your APU.
Check.
Now you're going to wait for your APU to power up. Go all the way back to your left butt cheek, turn on your OBOGs, your onboard oxygen system, so you don't black out.
Copy. Check.
Alright, now you should be able to bump the starter to the right position and take your right throttle out of idle.
Right throttle out of idle. Do you wait for that to hit 30 or 25, isn't it?
You can just bump it. It's not...
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, your YouTube is still up on your screen.
Oh shit, thank
you. Yep.
Hello Libby. How are you? Good, say hello to YouTube, Twitch and Jimmy Chase who's teaching me how to start an FAA.
Hey! I'm assuming that's a puppy.
that's my lovely mother-in-law.
Oh!
It's just arrived.
Hey, Libby.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Fixed. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yep.
Left. Left crank.
Left crank or right crank? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Usually you want to do right crank first. I probably told you left. I always start left first accidentally, but yeah.
Yeah, right's done. Left's on.
Sweet. Alright, yep. Switch the other crank. Now turn on your HUD and all three of your multi-function displays.
D. Roger, check.
Sweet. Now, let me think. In front of your joystick, turn on your RWR and turn your dispenser to bypass.
Yep.
And then also turn on your jammer to not exit, not transmit, but the last.
standby or rec?
It should be rec receive.
Yep.
That way, if somebody does lock you, it'll go on.
Oh, it'll let me know. Yep.
Yep.
Check.
So now go over to your right butt cheek, turn your radar on to operate, and turn your INS onto GND for ground.
Check.
Sweet. Now on your HSI, which is your bottom center screen,
yep.
Go ahead and box stored heading, STD HD, I think. It's like the bottom left row. Or it's on the bottom row on the left side.
Check.
Yep. Sweet. Now you should start to see your alignment counting down. In the middle of your HSI, it should start saying like align, and it'll be counting down from 99 and.
Yep. 90,
yep. So once that gets.
90,
Yep.
Yep.
So once that gets to 0.5, we can go ahead and turn it off. But for now, we're going to ignore that. So now we're going to uncage our artificial horizon, which is on the right side of the HSI. It's right to the left of the RWR. Yeah, it's on the front console. Has the little red flag.
Oh yeah, this guy. Sorry,
Nope.
the SAI was SAI cage knob? No.
On the yep, there you go. Yeah, your stream's delayed. Sorry, I'm saying no to the. So I think you scroll it up, and then it'll uncage. Then you can set your horizon to 0. Now go ahead and turn on your HMD. Oh, it's already on. Sweet. On your right multifunction display, go ahead and press menu twice. Go into your support page.
Check. FCS.
Now, nope. Go to HMD. Helmet mounted display.
Yep.
Now on the right side, you're going to click on MIDS setup, and you're going to extend that to 100 miles. That way you get everything populated in your HMD for 100 miles.
Wait.
And then you can just go ahead and press return or menu.
Yep. Check.
Now on your front, turn on your IFF, your TACAN, your ILS, and both pages of your data link.
Right. IFF. Oh, then the on button, presumably. Then TACAN on, and did you say ILS on as well?
Yep, everything.
DL
except for autopilot. Yep.
BCN on.
Yep, and then just remember that on data link, there's 2 pages of data link to turn on. Now, do you plan on landing back at the boat?
I'd like to.
Okay, so you're going to go to TACAN, and you're going to enter the TACAN frequency, which is going to be 75 X-ray, and then press enter.
X-ray is enter, isn't it?
No, so you just have to make sure you have the semicolon on the X-ray on the right to show the value. And then, yeah, press enter. Is your TACAN turned on?
Yeah,
Because it should say on in that top left.
Yeah. Well, it's got the little semicolon next to the TR.
That's transmit and receive. So the top, transmit and receive, bottom is receive, or sorry, so it starts with transmit and receive, then it goes to receive only, and then it goes to air-to-air. And you use air-to-air, for instance, like if you and I are flying together, I can set a TACAN, and you can...
Yeah.
Exactly, yep. And then put the 75, enter.
So should I hit... Which button should I hit before I do that? Or just hit T?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
No, it's already there. You're already in the... Think of like IFF, TACAN, ILS, and data link. Those are all different systems. The way you access those systems is by pressing that quick link button.
As in the TCN button? Or the... Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, then go ahead and press enter.
Yep.
Okay, and then go ahead down below on your HSI and turn on your... Or box your TACAN and your ILS. And you're basically... You get to press and hold. Did you press enter for the 75?
I thought I did.
Try turn. Is your alignment okay?
Where was the alignment down here?
So right in the center.
0.5.
Sweet. Yep. So go ahead and turn your alignment knob over to IFA.
Yep.
Sweet. Now see if you can go ahead and put in 75 X-ray and press enter, so you get your fidget spinner on your HSI.
Try TCM now.
Yep.
Nope. Maybe TCN on again? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can try that.
And I don't need to hit any of these buttons, just punch the 75.
Yeah.
75, then enter.
Yep.
Nope. We hit a wall. Operate IFA.
Yeah, leave that in IFA. Your radar and your navigation system is completely set up in a line now.
Yep.
What happens if you press and hold on off on your upfront controller? Because I think it's supposed to say on in the top left. I could be wrong.
As in here.
Press tack in.
Yep.
And then press on off.
Ah, there we go.
There it is. Now box it.
Yep, got it.
Sweet. Now you can't really see it, but on your HSI you got your fidget spinner. Yep. Alright, now go ahead and launch. You're ready to go.
Sweet.
Did you take off your bombs and stuff?
Possibly.
I mean, you could. Yeah.
I'm hoping I did. Do I need to set my trim too? Isn't that a thing?
Oh yeah. So, I will. What I do, I'm a little bit lazy.
I'm very lazy.
So on your left side,
yep.
Put your trim to half. It's right to the left of your jettison button. Or sorry, not your trim. Put your flaps to half.
Yep.
And then on the back left by your butt cheeks, press the FCS reset button.
This one?
Yep.
Yep.
And then press and hold the TO trim button, and it'll set your trim to the default 15 or 16 degrees.
Yep. Done.
There you go. Now you can also go under your support page of your MFD and set trim manually by weight, but this will get you by.
Cool. I'm happy to get
If
by.
you're heavy, like if you're carrying like 4 2,000 pounders, just introduce a little bit more nose up trim.
Gotcha.
And then on the last thing is the right side of your fuselage. There's a button. You need to lower your canopy and lock it in place. You gotta lean over to the left and look to the right. It has like a little label there that says canopy. That's not it. That's your wing. Yep. Yep. Yeah. And then your wings, you really don't want to unfold them until you're pulled up to your catapult and in front of the deflectors, because when you're on a busy carrier and there's like 4, 5, 6 of us taking off at once, you want to keep your wings folded. That way you're not like, trading paint with people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, now go just follow the directions of the directors and go have fun, dude.
Wait. Thank you for that.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
UH1. So wheat.
Come on, buddy, get a wriggle on. Everybody's waiting for you. Come on, 6.
Duh. Alright, so I got Apache.
I'm gonna have to select with my left hand because my right hand's busy. Douche. I managed to land and follow them almost all the way to the end. Probably want to take my handbrake off too.
Yeah. Oh, Tiger Shark. What is the Tiger Shark? That is the KA-50. Hopefully I will have the training server looking much better tomorrow.
I'm very happy with how it is, so I have no complaints.
I'd like
I'm
a
not.
Copy this is trash.
Actually, so.
Yeah. Once I get it built, I'll send it to you, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Manny.
Why is it looking so terrible? It's like flat out or not at all.
What's that?
Oh, I'm just driving badly and blaming the guys unfairly.
Alright, there's 9 helicopters. Which ones do I not have set for dynamic spawn?
Well, he makes like a bird.
Nine. Okay, sweet. 9. Hang on, I'll come up and tuck in.
Oh, thank you. I'm just feeling a bit sleepy. Did you read me a bedtime story too?
Hell yeah, it's the blub or the what's the fish? The glub. No, what's the book I used to read you all the time about the fish? Yeah,
about the fish
it's the
that
pow
grew
pow
too big?
fish. No, it's the pow pow fish.
Oh, I don't know the
He spreads the dreary wearies all over the place.
Not the dreary wearies.
Dreary wearies, dude. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go put my daughter to bed though, and then I'm gonna finish working on this for the night. So.
Cool. Well, thanks for that.
Sweet.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, blame Arctic and Blue in their 36-hour marathon for us not flying right now.
Gladly.
Alright, dude. I'll catch you later.
Cheers, man.
Alright, see ya.
Bye. What are we waiting for? I gotta drop for a bit. I might be on in about everybody.
In the skies above so blue, our brave boys flew, a chosen few. On wings of wood, our pride so strong, with a hum so sweet, they'd sing their song. They took to flight in the dead of night, guided by stars so clear and bright. Through storm and strife, they bravely soared in the hearts of many, forever adored. Oh, the mighty mosquito, loved and feared, with courage and valor, victory near. Silent shadows, swift and sleek, in the night the foe's defeat we'd seek. From the fields of France to distant shores, their spirit and strength won the wars. Through battles fierce and missions bold, their legacy of valor forever told. Of dawn's first light to the setting sun, their heroism, a tale that's won. With engines roaring and hearts so true, they flew for freedom, for me and you. Oh, the mighty mosquito, loved and feared, with courage and valor, victory near. Silent shadows, swift and sleek, in the night the foe's defeat we'd seek. As night would fall, they'd take the sky, silent specters on the fly. With precision and grace, they'd find their mark, leaving foes behind in the dark. In the factories, the craftsmen toiled, creating wings that never